ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another day here in Delhi, India. And today we're going to a very popular tourist spot. Also, you can see the hustle and the bustle, Chandni Chowk. Chandni Chowk, India's busiest and the most chaotic district that's been around the capital Delhi for centuries. A crowded shopping area with huge street markets and winding narrow alleys with rich collections of authentic Indian restaurants that's been around for decades. Since 1872. Wow. Hey, Namaste. In this episode, I'll live like a real local for a day with my friend Jai, trying some of India's most authentic and strange street food. Here's my favorite Indian snack now. Also showing you the stunning architecture where the Mughal Emperor of India used to live for around 400 years ago. We decided to come at night because at night this mosque looks absolutely beautiful. If you want to see more of my adventures in India, then make sure to subscribe now so you don't miss out.
Really spicy?
So first stop, because it's early in the morning, lots of shops are not open yet. So now we're just gonna get a proper Indian breakfast. Oh, my eardrums hurt already. All that horning right next to me. So I believe this is gonna be our first stop for today. This place is called Shyam Sweets. You can see lots of locals already gathering here early in the morning. You got a bunch of local delicacies I don't even recognize. See, the thing is, coming to India is definitely a cultural shock, especially seeing a lot of food that is complete outside of comfort zone that I haven't seen before. So what is this dish called?
We are going to be having puri aloo.
Puri aloo, a puffed Indian bread fried with extremely hot oil pairing with potato gravy. By no means is this the healthiest breakfast, but it's certainly one of India's favorite dishes to start the day. To eat this, you press the puffed Indian bread down and then tear it into bite size and fold it into a cone shape in order to hold the curry. Okay. I really like the dough. Yeah. The dough is nice and crispy. Yeah. You know, sometimes when you deep fry some things, it's super oily. This one it's not. It didn't feel like very oily. Yeah, it's nice, the curry. I think personally for me, the curry itself, it doesn't really stand out that much. Yeah, but the bread is really nice. Then the next dish we try an Indian breakfast sweet called halwa nagori, which is an Indian crispy flatbread called nagori paired with a sweet paste called halwa. I started by puncturing a hole through the bread and then put a sweet halwa in there and also put some potato curry.
So do you want to take the first bite?
Okay, alright, I'll go for it. So nice and crispy, it's pretty hot as well. Oh, this is the good stuff. Yeah, so good. Especially that extra bit of sweetness in the curry. Mixed with the curry, it's so delicious. And also the bread, it's so crispy. Wow, this is my favorite Indian snack now. Favorite. What is this called again? Nagori. Halwa nagori. My favorite. So basically, everything we ate just then costs in total $1.50 to share between two people. So that is really affordable street food here in Chandni Chowk. And I think for the rest of today, we'll be seeing a lot more street food, something like this, but with a huge different variety of tastes. After breakfast, we decided to check out the main street Matia Mahal Road, which is typically a busy shopping street at night. So I feel like compared to maybe an hour ago, these streets are slowly starting to fill with people. It's coming more alive and more stores are opening as well. Just a lot happening that I'm not very understanding. We've got some interesting things here. Looks like a pizza. Just like so much going on at the moment. My brain just couldn't comprehend. I don't know if you've seen that meme. It's like so many things happening. Oh my goodness. This, even though being a famous shopping street, it is packed with motorcycles and e-tricycles and a lot of honking going on. It was so chaotic. Yep. Oh, so they were selling meat on the side. Oh, with hair still. On this street, there are also people cutting up lamb parts on random doorsteps, showing all the internal organs with many flies all around. And then a few steps later, you see a man feeding and breeding these goats that later they will chop it up and sell. For me, it's kind of disturbing and I can't believe what I'm seeing.
In this area, you should say Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam. Walaikum. Assalamu alaikum. A common way of greeting Muslims, it means peace be upon you. There are lots of vendors on the streets as well. Some metal equipments. And then like the clothing, the textiles. So friendly, and they've got the silks and everything. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. So many people are just sitting in front of the restaurants. Apparently, from what I heard, is that they are there to get the food, sometimes for free. They pay around 20 Indian rupees to get a whole plate of food, or sometimes they can request for free as well. Alright, so we're taking a rickshaw.
Yes.
Oh, it's actually pretty nice in the rickshaw. You can have the breeze.
Yeah.
So on a hot day like this, it's very nice. So just because it's very hard to find parking. So that's why we decided to park the car there and we take a rickshaw to the places that we want to eat.
More than just not being able to find parking,
Oh,
the area is going to get really busy.
oh. It's like a roller coaster here, my goodness. When it comes to the most popular flatbread in India, it has to be the Parathas. And this street in Chandni Chowk in particular, it is so famous for this that they named it the street of Paratha. Yo. The place that we're going today, it's called Vidgaya Prashad Shiv Charan. How many years?
72.
Since 1872.
151 years.
Wow. So it's in a very simple restaurant layout. And all the menus are just displayed on the wall here. We ordered the vegetable paratha and cheese paratha. The man begins to roll the dough and then put the mixed veg stuffings in. Then again roll it flat before frying in the wok. It is then served on a silver plate with different dippings. Starting with the banana syrup dip, then the potato and pumpkin gravy, and then the standard minty green chutney. Paratha is extremely hot. Yeah, I like that with a bit of sweetness, it's good. And also the cheese inside, it reminds me of the ones they use for pizza.
Yeah. I really like this.
Wow, this is tasty.
Try this vegetable. It's really tasty.
It's really sweet. All this here costs 220 Indian rupees, and that's around $4. And as you can see, traveling in India, if you eat the local food, it can be very affordable.
Yeah.
After the paratha, I feel like we're still missing something, so we decided to get an iconic sweet snack, Jalebi, at a popular joint called Old Famous Jalebi Wala. This Indian snack is basically a fried sugar syrup paired with rabri, which is something similar to condensed milk. Oh, okay, it's starting to kick in. It's actually softer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be really crunchy and crispy, but it's actually softer inside. And yeah, the overall mixture is really sweet. It's like eating a syrup stick, basically.
Always had this after lunch or dinner, just for something sweet.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of dipping something crispy into ice cream. But overall, yeah, very tasty. I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very tasty. So we actually went back home just then, and now we're venturing out back to Chandni Chowk. The reason why I went back home is to take a bit of rest, just because during the daytime it is usually super duper hot and you don't want to stand in the sun during that time. So now, the next challenge will be getting off the bus. Jay was saying this is actually the cheapest way of traveling around Delhi because it only costs 10 rupees for 2 people, just then affordable. We're really going to the streets of Delhi for the first time, I think, and you got lots of different vendors all around, some juice vendors, the people just driving motorbike in a very narrow road too, and they were like honking, like beep, 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 beep. It's kind of like music just then, DJ. Today we actually trying the Chole bhature and also the kachori, which is one of the most famous dish here at Ganesh Corner. I believe that's the name of the restaurant. Okay, make a mini bowl like this.
Yeah, mini bowl.
Okay. Alright, enjoy. This is good.
Yeah.
I like this one. It does have a bit of spicier, but I like the chickpeas texture. It's kind of like, it's like potato in a way, and just mash it all together. It's very unique. I like the texture of this one. It's so, I don't know how to describe it. It's so puffy, so soft. Outside it's crispy. Oh, you guys got the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah? You also like this a lot? Me?
Australia.
Australia. Hey, Namaste. Say that again. What? How do you say it?
Satsriyaka.
Satsriyaka.
Very nice. You learned it. You are clever. You are intelligent.
Ah, this man is too kind. Right.
Very nice. Good luck.
The texture is harder than this. It's like 2 layers of waffles kind of thing. That is spicy, but I cannot describe what it is inside because it's a little bit mushy. But compared with between the two, I like this curry more and the bread as well. See, I think my impression of India so far is that most people, they are very nice, like exclude those scammers, but most people here are super friendly, like the ones we just met just there. And the food here, delicious. The Chole bhature, very delicious. We'll definitely come back again. I think I can even eat the bread on its own. The thing I see about Indian buses is that they don't prepare to stop. They just go until last minute if someone walks in right in the middle of the road, then they would stop. But yeah, Jay was telling me different colors of bus have different features. For example, this one here, it's non-AC, the green ones.
Yeah, and the orange ones are non-AC as well. And the blue and the red ones have air conditioning inside.
Yeah. So there's something called the Indian time. And turns out our bus didn't actually arrive on time, so we decided to take another bus right now. This one's a non-AC one. An Indian bus, I think most things are pretty manual as well. So it's a ticket collector, so you need to pay him first to get on the bus. It's not like when you're in Australia or other Western country, it's like octopus card or something. Yeah, so it's different. We got off the bus, but crossing India is an absolute nightmare because cars here will not stop for you. First Indian big road crossing. Next up today, we're here at Red Fort, which is built by the famous Mughal Emperor V, Shah Jahan, and he is also moving the capital from Agra to Delhi, and hence he built this Red Fort in 1638 and finished building at 1648. You can see the scale of it because he built Taj Mahal previously in Agra, so when it comes to his palace, it has to be similar, as grand as the Taj Mahal as well. Welcome to the Red Fort. So here we're greeted by this huge archway, which is the entrance to the Red Fort. In the middle of the spike, there's a pigeon. What the heck? I don't know why, but all these architecture, the palace and everything reminds me a lot about Game of Thrones. All of a sudden, it's just like popping up in my mind. The gates, the palace, and look how grand it is as well. It's huge. It's really huge. So as you enter another archway, you will be greeted with a lot of different souvenir stores. So apparently these stores here actually resembles the old Mughal dynasty when the emperor allows a lot of different sellers to put up their stores, and only the best sellers are allowed to display their stores in this market. So we've made it to the throne room, and this is where the king used to greet its audience from the balcony right there, and I believe they actually removed the chair, but you can really feel the environment here. So this chair here is actually where the emperor sits and look at where the animals fighting, for example like elephants, lions. So they have these kind of entertainers that trains the animals to fight each other. Because we're stopping at the palace restaurant, we decided to try a local delicacy here. It's called Pani Puri.
Put it inside. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah.
Oh.
And then take it out. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oi. That's how I made a mess. It's okay.
Yeah, and now just bite it all. Just come forward so that you don't spill it on
Right,
yourself.
show.
Really spicy?
Don't like it. It's spicy and it's burning at the throat level. And the taste as well. I guess I'm not very used to this mixture here.
Yeah.
It's like a minty, spicy, cold drink.
You want to try this just by itself?
See, the thing is, Justin, when after I down it, I can feel the spice, not being dramatic, but I can feel the spice literally burning down from my throat all the way to my stomach. Is it normal? I can feel it burning here in the stomach,
Yeah,
all the way.
It's spicy, yeah.
Yeah, it must be really spicy. Never had this experience before. It's like eating fire straight up, all the way down. Okay, anyway. Okay. After Red Fort, we decided to make it back to Chandni Chowk, which at night, at evening, the street lights, everything is so vibrant, it's so hectic as well. Just then the tricycle, the auto was moving back and forth, zigzag like this, and just like squeezing in between cars. It's really hectic. But you can see now it's a lot busier, all the people coming out to party, because ultimately Chandni Chowk is famous for its food. And today we're here at a very special place. This place is called Karims. Let's go. Head over this way. This small alleyway leads us to the famous restaurant since 1913 that sells really famous mutton curry and also kebabs. So we ordered the silk kebabs, which is one piece, 100 Indian rupees. And then we also ordered, because here in this store is very famous for mutton curry. So we ordered that, mutton curry, but we ordered a bonus one. And also, We ordered the rumali roti. So rumali basically means handkerchief, and because it's so thin that it's almost as thin as a handkerchief. Wow, so thin, my goodness. It's like a tablecloth. Alright, I've got a bit of meat, and I just keep the rest. Wait, I don't think I got a meat actually. Oh, damn. No wonder it's so famous. It has this, maybe because it's the chili oil as well, it gives this extra creamy texture into it. And the mutton is so soft. And the taste of the mutton is just so nice, so tender. Delicious. Correction, turns out that it's actually not chili oil, that is butter. So that creamy texture is half butter with gravy. Oh my goodness. This is why I come to India, man. Okay, now kebabs. So it looks something like this, yellowish color inside. Wow. It's so dry, but it's so flavorful inside. Otherwise, I'm lost for words, man. I don't even know how to describe this, but it's just magical. Jay was explaining that this is actually a mouth freshener. So basically it's fennel and sugar. In most Indian restaurants at the cashier, you'll find this mouth freshener. Not bad.
Very good, very good.
It's okay. The truth is, I didn't really like it just because it was too minty and I wasn't even sure if it was edible or not. You meant to swallow it?
Yeah.
Oh really? For me? Not a fan. Not a fan. After Karim, we came back to the hustle and the bustle of the nightlife here in Chandni Chowk. Hello my friend.
शाही टुकड़ा, रबड़ी मलाई, रस मलाई, रबड़ी लस्सी, मलाई खीर, बादाम मिल्क, केसर बादाम मिल्क, होममेड आइसक्रीम, मैंगो, वनीला एंड फालूदा, कुल्फी फालूदा, रबड़ी फालूदा, कूल पॉइंट स्पेशल.
Jai repeats in English. What? Because I don't understand a word that he says.
I understand what he's telling us.
Yeah.
And I understand the dishes because I've had them before. But it's going to be so hard to explain what the dish is and how it tastes in English.
After Karim, we have came to the next destination because we're actually running low on time. We need to go to the Red Fort to see the light and music show later. Our final stop, which is Jama Masjid, a very famous mosque here in Delhi. But first, we need to take off our shoes to show respect because you're not allowed to bring shoes inside. So we actually brought our own shoes back as well. Just a heads up, it's good to bring one of these because you don't want to leave your shoes in front of the door because someone might take it. Okay, let's go. So we made it through the gate and this place is called Jama Masjid. So for foreigners, if we were to get in, you need to pay 300 Indian rupees. It's around $4 to $5. So I think for most entries here in India, attractions are really affordable. A bit of a background about this mosque as well. So it was built by the same emperor, the 5th emperor of Mughal. His name is Shah Jahan, and he built the Red Fort and also built this mosque. So at full capacity, this mosque can actually hold up to 25,000 people sitting here in this courtyard and pray. So what's happening in the background now is a namaz. So basically they're reading out their prayers on a speaker so that all the neighbors around this area can hear this prayer and they can start praying in their own house as well. Say something.
Assalamu alaikum बोलो सारे.
Very lovely.
He's saying support my brother's channel.
Oh, thanks man. High five. See you guys.
Boom boom chicka chicka boom boom, entering the Red Fort now.
Bit more information about the light and sound show. Basically, it is a dramatic presentation of India's history from the 17th century to present day, using projections, light, sound, a lot of actors and dancers, and also use of puppets as well. Wow. Wow.
I have traveled a long, long way. All of you are giving me your precious time. So you are gifting your time to time itself? In return, I give you 400 years. From the Tomars to the Mamluks, the Khiljis to the Tughlaqs, the Sayyids to the Lodhis.
Shahabuddin Muhammad.
40 minutes passed just like that because the show was just way too good. And I think that's it for this vlog, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. It's really packed. And tomorrow I'll be heading to Jaipur on a train adventure. So check out next vlog. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Make sure to subscribe to Justin's channel because there are not a lot of foreigners who come visit India and Delhi like this. I think you guys should keep subscribing for all of his adventures that are coming up on his channel now.
Thanks, man. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.